Audiobook Study Guide, Systems Overview, the 11 Organ Systems. Introduction. Welcome to this audiobook study guide on the 11 organ systems. Anatomy and physiology can feel overwhelming because you are learning many systems at the same time. Each system has organs, functions, and relationships with other systems. This guide simplifies everything by organizing the 11 organ systems into 5 functional categories and explaining each system in clear, simple language. As you listen, focus on 2 key goals. First, understand the main job of each system. Second, recognize the most important organs in each system. If you master those 2 ideas, the rest becomes much easier. Let's begin. The 5 functional categories of organ systems. The organ systems can be grouped by what they do. The first category is support and movement. These systems help the body stand, move, and stay protected. The second category is integration and coordination. These systems control and regulate the other systems. The third category is transport. These systems move substances throughout the body. The fourth category is absorption and excretion. These systems bring things into the body and remove waste. The fifth category is reproduction. This system produces offspring and supports development. Now let's go through each system, starting with the integumentary system. Integumentary system. The integumentary system includes the skin, hair, and fingernails. The primary organ is the skin. The skin has 4 major functions that can be remembered using the acronym PTSD. Protection is the first function. The skin forms the outer barrier of the body. It prevents harmful organisms like bacteria and viruses from entering. It also protects internal tissues from ultraviolet radiation. Temperature regulation is the second function. The skin helps regulate body temperature by producing sweat. When sweat evaporates, it cools the body. The skin also controls blood flow near the surface and acts as insulation through its layers. Hair also helps with temperature control. Sensation is the third function. The skin contains sensory receptors and nerve endings that detect touch, pressure, pain, and temperature. Vitamin D synthesis is the fourth function. The skin uses sunlight to help produce vitamin D, which is important for overall health. So remember the integumentary system as skin, hair, and nails, with the functions protection, temperature regulation, sensation, and vitamin D synthesis. Skeletal system. The skeletal system includes bones, joints, and ligaments. There are 3 main types of joints. Fibrous joints do not move, such as the joints in the skull. Cartilaginous joints allow limited movement, such as the joints between the vertebrae in the spine. Synovial joints allow a wide range of movement, such as the knee, elbow, and wrist. Ligaments connect bone to bone and help stabilize joints. The skeletal system has several important functions. It provides structural support and gives the body its shape. It acts as levers for movement. Muscles pull on bones to create motion. It protects vital organs. The skull protects the brain. The ribs protect the heart and lungs. The pelvis protects pelvic organs. It produces blood cells. Red bone marrow produces red blood cells and white blood cells. It stores minerals such as calcium and phosphate. Calcium levels in the blood are regulated partly through storage in bone. Muscular system. The muscular system mainly includes skeletal muscles and tendons. Tendons connect muscle to bone. This is different from ligaments, which connect bone to bone. When we talk about the muscular system, we are mainly referring to skeletal muscles that move the skeleton. Cardiac muscle belongs to the heart, and smooth muscle appears in organs like blood vessels and the digestive tract. The muscular system has 3 main functions. Movement is the first function. Muscles contract to move bones at joints. Posture is the second function. Muscles remain partially contracted to keep you standing or sitting upright. Heat production is the third function. Muscle activity produces heat, which helps maintain body temperature. This completes the support and movement systems. Please subscribe to Easy Life Studio for more helpful content like this. Nervous system. Now we move to integration and coordination. The nervous system includes the brain, spinal cord, nerves, and sensory receptors. Sensory organs such as the eyes and ears are also associated with this system. The nervous system has 3 main functions. Fast communication and control is the first function. Nerve impulses travel very quickly. Signals move from the brain through the spinal cord to muscles to produce movement. Sensory processing is the second function. The nervous system interprets sensory information such as touch, pain, and pressure. Coordination of body functions is the third function. The nervous system helps regulate breathing, heart rate, digestion, stress responses, and overall balance in the body. Endocrine system. The endocrine system also controls other systems, but it works more slowly. Its main function is long-term regulation using hormones. Hormones travel through the bloodstream and may take minutes, hours, or even days to produce effects. Key endocrine organs include structures in the brain such as the hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and pineal gland. The hypothalamus helps maintain balance in the body and communicates with the pituitary. The pituitary is often called the master gland because it influences other endocrine organs. The pineal gland releases melatonin and helps regulate sleep cycles. In the neck, the thyroid gland regulates metabolism. The parathyroid glands help regulate calcium levels in the blood. In the chest, the thymus supports immune system development. In the abdomen, the adrenal glands help regulate stress responses. The pancreas regulates blood sugar using hormones like insulin and glucagon. The ovaries and testes are also endocrine organs because they produce hormones related to reproduction. Remember this key idea: the nervous system is fast. The endocrine system is slow and uses hormones. Cardiovascular system. Now we move into the transport category. The cardiovascular system transports substances throughout the body, including oxygen, carbon dioxide, nutrients, hormones, waste products, and immune cells. The organs of the cardiovascular system include the heart, blood vessels, and blood. Blood is considered an organ because it is a tissue made of multiple cell types. The heart has 4 chambers. The right atrium and right ventricle pump blood to the lungs. The left atrium and left ventricle pump blood to the rest of the body. Blood vessels include arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries carry blood away from the heart. Veins carry blood back to the heart. Capillaries are where exchange occurs. In capillary beds, oxygen leaves the blood and enters tissues. Carbon dioxide enters the blood so it can be removed through the lungs. Blood contains red blood cells that carry oxygen, white blood cells that fight infection, and platelets that help with clotting. Lymphatic and immune system. The lymphatic and immune systems are closely connected. They have 3 main functions. The first function is reducing swelling. The lymphatic system drains excess fluid from tissues and returns it to the bloodstream. The second function is absorbing lipids. Dietary fats absorbed from the small intestine enter the lymphatic system. The third function is immune defense. Lymphatic structures help detect and fight pathogens. Important structures include lymphatic vessels, lymph nodes, the spleen, the thymus, and bone marrow. Lymph nodes act as scanning centers for pathogens. T cells mature in the thymus. B cells mature in the bone marrow. Please subscribe to Easy Life Studio for more helpful content like this. Respiratory system. Now we move to absorption and excretion systems. The respiratory system performs gas exchange. It brings oxygen into the bloodstream and removes carbon dioxide from the body. Important structures include the lungs, diaphragm, nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, and alveoli. You breathe using the diaphragm, not the lungs. When the diaphragm contracts, it creates a pressure difference that pulls air into the lungs. Gas exchange occurs in the alveoli, where air meets blood capillaries. Digestive system. The digestive system has 3 main functions. Digestion breaks food down. Absorption moves nutrients into the bloodstream. Lipids move into the lymphatic system. Elimination removes solid waste. Food travels through the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. Accessory organs include the liver, gallbladder, and pancreas. These organs help with digestion, but food does not pass through them. Urinary system. The urinary system removes waste from the bloodstream and helps regulate water balance, electrolytes, and blood pH. The organs include the kidneys, ureters, bladder, and urethra. Urine is filtered from blood fluid and stored in the bladder before leaving the body. Reproductive system. The reproductive system produces and transports gametes, which are sperm and egg cells. It also supports the development of a fetus in the female body. The male reproductive system includes the testes, which produce sperm and testosterone, and other structures that transport sperm. The female reproductive system includes the ovaries, oviducts, uterus, and vagina. Fertilization usually occurs in the oviduct, and fetal development occurs in the uterus. Final review. The 11 organ systems can be remembered by category. Support and movement includes integumentary, skeletal, and muscular. Integration and coordination includes nervous and endocrine. Transport includes cardiovascular and lymphatic immune. Absorption and excretion includes respiratory, digestive, and urinary. Reproduction includes the reproductive system. Please subscribe to Easy Life Studio for more helpful content like this.